Hey everyone, Ryzen here.
And Liz.
And welcome back. Welcome to the recap for the Patriots at the Jets. First half was pretty boring. Not much happened. This was a flag-heavy game, man.
There's like, what, 17 flags?
Jesus, they threw like 20 of them. I think they threw 17 flags.
Ridiculous. But I guess that crew was known for...
They're known to do that. But, whatever. The Patriots gotta... You know, it's hard. They can't commit that many penalties against any other team, I tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first half ended with, it was 10-10. Patriots got a touchdown, or I think in the first quarter they got a touchdown pass to Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Which was good, and then they got a field goal later on, and then the Jets got a touchdown, and then they ended up getting a field goal off of a very conservative drive by the Patriots when they picked Gilmore picked the ball off towards the end of the second quarter. They were ahead 10-7. You think they would have tried. I mean, yeah, they ran the ball. They got breathing room, and then you think on the third down they would have thrown the ball. Instead, they ran again. It was like 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
You got 2 yards, so you got punt, and then of course you're so far backed up, the punt basically almost guarantees a field goal, so they tied it up. And that was basically all that happened in the first half. Second half was significantly better for the Patriots. The Jets, they picked up a field goal at some point, but that looks like an interception in this Buffalo game.
It's good. It is.
Oh, man. But anyway, so the Patriots, they switched it up in the second half, and they started running in I form. So they came out in I form, Devlin as a lead blocker, and they just played smash mouth football, and it worked. And
it was fun to watch.
Michel had the best game of his career. He 21 carries, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, 6.3 average. That's just nuts. White was amazing too in this game rushing. He actually only caught 1 pass. I mean, he's all rushing today. Just amazing. Michel gets the game ball, I can tell you that much. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He did squinch his back at some point. Apparently it was next to nothing because he was back in after 1 series.
Yeah, it didn't look pleasant. He like bent backwards and didn't look promising, but he came back in.
And White had 9 carries for 73 yards. It's 8.1 average, so I mean he was good too.
They were both dynamite today.
Patterson was terrible, but it's not really his primary position anyway. Even Brady was good. I mean, 20 for 31, 283 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game, so he was pretty good.
Yeah, Gordon was good. Edelman was good. Hogan was good.
Mm-hmm. Even Michel, he finally figured out how to run flat routes.
I know. It's a miracle.
I mean, so one thing I've criticized the guy for, he ran 2 really good flat routes today.
Yeah.
Caught 2 good passes out of that. Michel had more receptions than White did in this game. That's strange.
Yeah, it's the highest number of rushing yards they've had in the last 4 or 5 years.
Jonas Gray had that insane game.
Yeah, so it was fun to watch.
Practice. Yeah, I mean, Gordon had 70 yards, 5 catches. Gronkowski, 3 catches, 56 yards.
Yeah, he was pretty good too.
4 catches, 84 yards. He's good blocking too. Hogan, 2 catches, 47 yards. Even Dorsett caught 2 passes for 10. So
the offense was good.
Yeah, the offense was good. And Gilmore had the interception, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they ran the ball in that third quarter. It led to a touchdown. And then they basically did the same thing. Ran it again.
Yeah,
they led to another touchdown.
I mean, they held the Jets to 13 points, which was pretty good.
I think they got a field goal off of. Oh, Jesus.
They're replaying the fight that happened in the.
I think they got like a field goal in the third quarter off of running well.
Yeah.
That was when Michel got injured.
Yeah.
And the next 2 times they did it, they got touchdowns in the fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah.
So they really took off. And in the second half, it was an amazing game for them. The Jets, all they got in the second half was 1 field goal. So I thought defensively the team was great. I mean, they even had a goal line stand at the end of this game.
Yeah, all around the team played pretty good.
So
special teams still needs some
special teams
work.
was suspect
But
they get 1 bad kick return they gave up.
Besides that, they were pretty good.
But yeah, I'm. You know, that first half I thought was pretty embarrassing, but the second half I thought was
much better,
fantastic. So, you know, especially that fourth quarter. I mean, they were on a roll. And it's good to see Brady finally have a good game.
Yeah.
He's been struggling so much, and Josh McCown actually had a pretty good game himself too. So
yeah, he wasn't bad.
To him. And but Patriots did what they had to do. Took away the run,
Yep.
And McCown had to win it with his arm, and he just doesn't have the talent around him to do it. So.
Nope.
And the pass rush, I want to give credit to Flowers and Wise and all those guys on the D-line because they were fantastic today.
Yeah, I think they got, what, like 5 sacks?
Yeah, they hit them like 15 times in this game.
Something like
Some
that.
ridiculous number. I mean, it's not just the sacks, it's the pressures and hits they put on McCown.
He took a beating.
I think Wise got one roughing call today, which not bad for, the whole season.
Yeah.
You get only one on the team. So.
Just some weird penalties they called too, like.
Yeah, they called a lot of holdings. They called
that weird call on the long snapper, or not on the long snapper, but
when they hit the long snapper. You're not allowed to do that.
Just some.
That,
they called a chop block. There was a chop block penalty that was not a chop block.
Well, it was a chop block, but it was like he barely touched him.
I know.
But I mean, the things they called are technically penalties, but some of them are like some of those.
Mickey Mouse.
Some of those, like, okay, it's barely anything, or they're unrelated to the play, but at the same time, they were pretty undisciplined at times in this game, so. But overall, I mean, I think the game was pretty good. Who do the Patriots play next week?
The Vikings.
The Vikings? Okay.
At home.
So they play Minnesota at home next week. That's going to be a big game, but they'll be favored to win that because it's at home.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Vikings are a good team, but Patriots are basically unbeatable on the road. So, we'll see. All right, we're going to end this here, and we'll see you for the preview for the Vikings game. It's Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching, and I guess wearing Patriots gear is cursed because they played well today.
Yeah.
All right, take care.